Another news article coming from lawandcrime.com. Body of a teenage, no, and it's titled Body of a Teenage Mystery Killer Nearly Convicted Double Murder. Alex Murdaugh estates to be exhumed and re-examined. Body of teen mysteriously killed, nearly convicted double murder. Alex Murdaugh estate to be exhumed and re-examined. The body of a 19-year-old South Carolina nurse student was found dead on the side of the road a few miles away from the now disgraced Murdaugh family's hunting estate. Would be exhumed and ongoing independent autopsy. The teen's mysterious 2015 death has been the subject of renewed interest since Alex Murdaugh was convicted earlier this month on the 2 counts of murder for the fatal shooting his wife and son on their property in June 2021. The mother of Stephanie N. Smith on Thursday announced that she would not waste any time in seeking the examination and autopsy of her son's body after she raised more than $53,000 on the GoFundMe page. I could not have imagined when we began this fundraiser that it would take off the way that it did. Thank you for not allowing Stephanie's story to be swept under the rug, she wrote. We will pursue the examination immediately and provide updates along the way. The body of Stephanie, a classmate of Alex Murdaugh's surviving son, Buster Murdaugh, was discovered in the middle of Sunny Run Road in a rural area of Hampton County on July 8, 2015. It's about 65 miles north of Savannah, Georgia. Investigators with South Carolina Highway Patrol immediately concluded that the teen died of blunt force trauma to the head from a hit-and-run crash, despite finding no evidence to corroborate that theory. According to a report from Charleston CBC affiliated WCBD TV, I saw no vehicle debris, skid marks, or injury consistent with someone being struck by a vehicle. Investigators wrote in notes obtained by the station after consulting with MAIT, multidisciplinary accident investigation team. We see no evidence to suggest the victim was struck by a vehicle. Smith's death went unsolved for years, but the South Carolina Law Enforcement Division, SLADE, announced in June 2021 that they were reopening the case least then a month after the agency began investigating the fatal shooting of Maggie and Paul Murdaugh. SLADE has opened an investigation into the death of Stephanie Smith based upon information gathered during the course of the double murder investigation of Paul and Maggie Murdaugh. SLADE spokesman Tom Crosby, 2021 statement to Blunted today. Authorities have not disclosed the nature of the new evidence, nor have they confirmed whether indication that Smith's death is connected to the Murdaugh family. Despite the case of the son's death being reopened by investigators, Smith's mother has publicly stated that she would prefer to take matters into her own hands. We feel it's critical to seek a new goal, an independent examination and autopsy, and we are launching justice for Stephanie N. Smith. The immediate goal in mind, while the estate cannot elect or find an examination and a new autopsy, it is our understanding that it will be carried out at MUSC, where his death was intentionally classified as a hit and run, despite no evidence to support it. She wrote on the fundraising page, we need a new, unbiased look at his body and a accurate determination of his cause of death based on facts. There was no debris in the road, and his injury was not consistent with a hit and run. But that's the end of the article. Don't really know if anybody know about it, but it's my first time hearing about this Murdaugh accident, wherever it went on. So hopefully that family can get some closure and find out if Alex Murdaugh had anything to do with their son's death. That's all I gotta say. You comment, like, and subscribe to the channel for more.